Hello. So, uh, at one point, I wanted to understand how the underlying smart contracts for Uniswap work, but it took me some time to figure out how they work, and I did not find anything useful on YouTube, and basically anything that could explain in simple terms. So, in this video, I will explain how the underlying contract works in simple terms. There is a chance that I might say something wrong, so make sure to cross check with the docs. So specifically in this video, I'm explaining for V2, Uniswap V2. So Uniswap V2 mainly consists of two parts. As you can see, this for the first part is core smart contracts, and the second part is the periphery. So under the core smart contracts, so under this core contracts there is a factory contract, and under the periphery contracts there are router contract and other helper contracts which are used in the router contract. So let me explain what the factory contract is. Basically, in order to create pools, we use Uniswap uses factory contract, and this is the address for the smart contract factory contract for the Uniswap V2. And if you see under contracts, it lists the functions like all pairs. It explains you can get all the pairs, and then if you enter 2, it will give you the address for the pool. If I open this one, so if I go under contract, it will list the it will show the token 1 and token 0. Now basically you can get all the data regarding the pairs using factory contract, and in the right contract you basically set the you basically create the pair by passing the address, by setting the fee, and like that. Now this is the factory contract. Now for the router contract, all the interactivity with the pool you do using the router contract. For example, adding the liquidity, removing the liquidity, and all those functions. And you can get the factory address from here. You can get amount in and get amount out. And now for the library, these under contracts under the library, this is the Uniswap V2 contracts on GitHub. If you go in the libraries folder, you will find libraries helper functions. Basically, okay, for example, you can get reserves, and these helper functions are used in the Uniswap V2 router. So quote, get amount out, get amount in, and yes, this was a short brief introduction to how the smart contracts for Uniswap work. So in order to create pair, you use factory contract, and in order to interact with the pool that you created using smart factory contract, you use router contract. And for libraries like simplemath.sol and Uniswap V2 library.sol has helper functions that are used in the router contract. If I go on the router contract, and this has the interface Uniswap V2 router. If we go inside the router interface, this is the interface Uniswap V2 router 02. So liquidity interaction, remove liquidity from the pool,